My people, this news is sweet a lot of people. As soon as they watch this video, so Pastor Chris Okafor, he dey in big shit, like he dey in big regrets. The news when they be say they reach us now, they are telling us that Christian Association of Nigeria, they don't summon Chris Okafor. When I talk and say these things when it dey happen, if really say Nigeria na country when it dey work, the Christian Association of Nigeria, they suppose don't ban this man, tell him to step down until investigation don't finish. But I really happy now say they don't step up. Let us know say Pastor Chris Okafor, they don't tell him now say make he submit himself, make he come tell the wetin he know concerning all this evidence. Since when we say Doris Ogala they come, they talk, they no answer. But as two of his daughters don't come testify, Nigeriq Christian Association of Nigeria president now don't give am ultimatum, make he submit himself, sanction am, make he call talk wetin he know, the one or two when he know. E get one video when I want to make una see, they call for one of our Nigeria very strong activists, so they call Dele Farotimi. He talk and say he dey surprised since say all this thing when it dey happen, the big daddy Gio there for Nigeria, they not put mouth for the mouth. In fact, make I not talk too much, make I put video now, make una watch by una self. If you love Chris Okafor, you dey go to church, you be a member, you love her, this is the time for you to pray for him, because wetin dey happen to Rana, e dey too deep. Because we hear presently say he collapsed yesterday after his second daughter come out come do that testimony when testify against am. Now news that they come say Christian Association of Nigeria, they don summon am, like he go fit survive this one. Make we hear from other people. My people, I will be back. Don't forget to leave your comments, don't forget to like and share.
The Christian leaders, quote and unquote, in the comfort of your mega churches, knowing the truth, what have you said? What have you said? God don't catch all of una now. You can't go and be doing your multiple preaching assignments up and down the place in America where you earn fat or honorarium, pretending to be Christians, playing performative Christianity in front of audiences and lying to them before David will be Saul. Nonsense. And you know it, all of you. If you are not busy drinking tea with God, you are busy lying to people, telling them to be fasting and praying where you should speak forthrightly in condemnation of evil. You are silent. You sold Nigeria. Look all around you. Look all around you. Which one of our national institutions have you heard speaking or acting against the overwhelming madness that has overtaken Nigeria? And let me speak. When you talk about institutions, there are multiple institutions that undergird a state. There's the religious institutions. Yep. Whatever religion, every religion begins or proceeds from a point of morality. That morality at some point forms the basis of the norms of that society. And those are what becomes eventually codified as laws to some extent. What are the religious authorities in Nigeria? What are they doing? They sold Nigeria. The religious authorities in Nigeria sold Nigeria. The church in Nigeria sold Nigeria. Your silence in the face of evil, your rationalization of evil, your continuing explanation of evil, telling the people to fast and pray in the face of evil that you know are being perpetrated by men, renders you complicit in the sale of Nigeria to evil. The Muslims, I'll show you, Muslim tickets. You found nothing wrong in promoting division in a place where unity should be preached. You thought there was something to be gained in subjugating another religion? What has that battered you? Exactly what? It is easy to point to the Muslim leadership of northern Nigeria. But what about the ones in southern Nigeria? What about them? What is it about the Muslim ticket that seemed like such a fantastic idea to you in a place like Nigeria? It was a distraction. You all joined this distraction simply because of your interests, selfish interests. Look at where we are today. Nigeria is sold because of your silence. Nigeria is sold because of the sermons you preached, normalizing this evil, inviting it, preaching to make it seem like the right thing to do. You normalized it. You are just as guilty as those who are bearing the arms today and killing men and women. What have you said about those who go into churches, abduct people from churches? Have you spoken against it? Have you condemned it? Or they are honey, kafis? You, the Christian leaders, quote and unquote, in the comfort of your mega churches, knowing the truth, what have you said? What have you said? God don't catch all of una now. You can't go and be doing your multiple preaching assignments up and down the place in America where you earn fat or honorarium, pretending to be Christians, playing performative Christianity in front of audiences and lying to them before David will be Saul. Nonsense. And you know it, all of you. If you are not busy drinking tea with God, you are busy lying to people, telling them to be fasting and praying where you should speak forthrightly in condemnation of evil. You are silent. You sold Nigeria. You sold Nigeria because you are part of the institutions of state. At the end of the day, what is your use? If salt loses its saltiness, of what value is it? Exactly what is your value if a society is collapsing in the manner of Nigeria? On every church corner you find a church, or you find, in every street corner you find a church or you find a mosque. And yet, evil reigns and it is normalized as long as they bring their tithe and offering. Nothing excites you about speaking truth to power, because it will lead to exclusion and they will not call you to the state house to come and say morning prayer. You're saying morning prayer for persons that you know are evil in the extreme.
A man can divorce his wife, leave her with 4 children. His story of how he's fornicating everywhere is everywhere. But somebody who is a father of the faith will come and do his wedding. And somebody who we claim has grown, that is a shepherd over sheep, he's dancing in his wedding to the sounds of Babylon. We need to ask him, what water pioneered this tree? How did you become a fruit-bearing tree that men are now even standing in your shade, and yet the source of that water that grew you is not the throne of the Lamb and of the living God? You see, brethren, God is not obsessed with how many years you have been in church. God does not care that you have attendance in church. We need to ask you, what kind of life is powering your existence? That's the matter. I know that you have grown. You bear the marks of somebody who looks like they know God. But by what spirit did you grow? Which water pioneered your hunger for God? For instance, if the way you got spiritually born again is that you listened to a preacher who told you that the primary reason Jesus died was to make you comfortable in this life, you drank of dead waters. And I don't care how many years you have been in church, you might have reason to become a pastor, but the appetite that will be pioneering your adventure in God will be from a source that is not Eden. It's not the throne. And this is the reason you have people who look like us, who look like they have grown, but the acts of their lives are not acts of righteousness. A man can divorce his wife, leave her with 4 children. His story of how he's fornicating everywhere is everywhere. But somebody who is a father of the faith will come and do his wedding. And somebody who we claim has grown, that is a shepherd over sheep, he's dancing in his wedding to the sounds of Babylon. We need to ask him, what water pioneered this tree? How did you become a fruit-bearing tree that men are now even standing in your shade, and yet the source of that water that grew you is not the throne of the Lamb and of the living God. How did you get there? Because it is possible. You see, God's obsession is not just your growth, it is the life that pioneered it. How did you grow? How did you become like this? So see the way Paul puts it. Paul said, my little children, of whom I travel as in bed, until Christ be formed in you. Until a preacher with a laugh be telling people that God is not the way maker. God is not the way maker. As the way, when you now came to Jesus, you have now become the way. You have become the way. What blasphemy! And you see, the truth about life, matters of life, is that you can hide your source for a while. You can't hide it forever. Certain situations will arise that will reveal that you never came from the throne. They will reveal it. They will reveal your true intent. They leave you with a young lady for some time. All of a sudden we will find out that there is a fountain still piping within your vessel that does not know the boundaries that exist in the relationship between the opposite sexes. You can touch breast and come and sing. You can kiss people that you are not married to and come and shout Hosanna. Because you are powered by a strange river, but it's not yet obvious because you still look like you are growing. Dirty water serve, they quench fire. Dirty water, it dey quench fire. It no mean say the water good, but it go quench fire. You can manifest certain things, but even the Holy Ghost says, I'm not the source of this thing. We have come in the day where we need to conduct source tests before we give people microphones to lead prayer. Because know where we are coming from. Everything we give birth after is kind. A man that has given himself to idolatry, his heart is possessed by idols. That man can minister you into idolatry. That's why men like me cry. Because if the fountain is not from the fountain of living waters, then
any man that conquers idolatry and immorality have solved 90% of his problem. That you don't bow down to money. No matter what happens, you say the truth, you do the right thing, you have conquered the enemy. The immorality, a man that can stay and keep himself from sexual sin. Because when we say sin, sometimes we say sin, oh, sin is sin. Sin is not sin. There are sins higher than others. Jesus said, every other sin, he said, some sins can be forgiven. He said, but you see the one that will betray the Son of Man, it's better that that one is not born. That means there are sin higher than sin. And in the same vein, he said, he that committed adultery or fornication sinneth against his own body. We are in a world full of different Babylonian systems, in a very corrupt and wicked world. But if you can stand on your own and stand pure, there is no way you cannot command things. One of your biggest prayer is that, Lord, keep me pure, never to be corrupt. A man that have conquered.
Okay, you see, when people like us are fighting certain people, fighting religion in general, be it Christianity, be it Islam, when I go talk, say we don't know what you will talk. But before you see somebody where they fight this cause, make you know, say the person don't they involved in certain things about the religion. We go make and come outside to tell you, say, there is something I see about this thing. Where when they see, relax, let me take you down memory lane. When I go say, no, bring her here. Why will you blaspheme? Why will you talk about it? Had it been I come outside now, they talk about Chris Okafor, that your pastor that is your pastor, if they carry woman, or I go say, you are blaspheming. Now evidence don't happen. Doris Ogala case don't show you evidence. Say every person where they tell you, say there is power in the name of Jesus. There is religion that is bigger than other religions. There is European religion that is set aside that can take you to destination where they look for, or they can take you to that heaven where they tell you inside the Bible. No, believe them. Come outside that circle and behave yourself. You see, this is just a tip of an iceberg. This one I have to tell you small of what they happen inside this place. Now, you don't see person where they tell you, say, immorality is bad. Don't involve yourself in sexual intercourse so that you will have power, so that you will be fully anointed, so that you will be fully spirited by the Jesus Christ. Now, should you see him? Say, what's in the day, then I lie. Behind you, working at Behind you, man, they go color be woman, man, they go enjoy himself, satisfy his sexual urge. Then he go come outside for altar and tell you, do not do. You know, say there is no somebody you go come. The moment he come down from the pulpit or from that altar, opening church, 2 policemen there for gate, 2 policemen there for motor, 2 policemen there for in front of the car, then 2 policemen there for a house, 4 policemen there for inside the compound. They wait for him, and then he's moving on police protection, human protection. He's moving on police convoy with gun and ammunition. Yet this person will stand on the pulpit and tell you that Jesus is the protector. If God did not guide a city, the guardian is guiding in vain. But he is busy protecting himself with guns and ammunition, surrounding himself with paramilitaries, so they protect them with gun and bomb, even all kind of ammunition. But in the tell you say, if God did not guide a city, the guardian is guiding. Go to Vatican City today, go to Rome. If Pope House they here, security from 200,000 miles away, they guide the place to where Pope they. Yet Pope open mouth and tell you in the Bible that if God did not guide the city, the guardian is guiding in vain. Why did Pope not say, okay, you guardian, Mona, go, don't guide me again, because the guardian is guiding in vain. Still in use army, guide himself. And then you, where they're busy, they stand for chair, they clap. At every testimony, you go clap without knowing the nitty-gritty of what you're doing, without believing, or you don't even need to believe, without knowing the fact and the truth behind that thing where they see in the presence of altar. See, this one now, people still stand for church, they shout, oh Jesus, hey Jesus, power, Jesus, power. After all this is where they happen, you know one gets sense. My brother and sister, if you know one gets sense, if you want to keep attacking people like us who are telling you the truth, to open your eyes and realize the truth, if you don't want to do, that don't concern you. But the truth of the matter is that those of us who have seen the truth are now living in truth. You, when they see they live in belief, continue living in belief. We believe in fact and figure, physical evidence. See, let me tell you, the same Oyibo man will give you Christianity. Now the same Oyibo man will give you ministry of justice. Now the Oyibo man came and told you in the Bible that blessed are those who did not see but believe. Meaning that you don't need to see, just believe. The same Oyibo man come for court and told you evidence on ground is the best witness. And then I came to court and I told the man, sir, my Lord, believe me, I didn't do this. My Lord said, lie. In this place, I must bring evidence to show that I did not do them. Then I enter inside church. I say, my Lord, show me evidence. See, this is where you write for Bible. Say it happened. He say, no, I don't need evidence. I should just believe. You know, she say, why you did this thing? You know, she say, why you did this thing? Because if you will tell me that belief works in religion, why can't belief work in court of law? And now you bring the two to us. You know, she say, why you there? So if you have ear, hear. If you have eyes, if you get eye, see. If you get mouth, speak. But if you get eye, you say you don't want to see. Oh, you get ear, you don't want to hear. Oh, you get mouth, say you don't want to speak. That's your business. You don't concern us. What we are living on today is on the truth, on the side of truth, fact and figures. So you may not see what happened there. I'm coming back to discuss this.
Yeah, VDM, very dark man. Like I said in my last post, you are somebody I love so much. You know, I love your content and I love your fighting social injustice. But VDM, I am not careful to inform you this. I want to tell you straightforward that you don't judge from one person's mouth. I am not talking about Doris anymore. What I saw yesterday shocked me. Like, you interviewed this pastor's daughter, and this pastor's daughter sat down and said all what she said. I am not disputing with the daughter, but I will tell you categorically now that I have heard from right source. I will not disclose my source also. Even of us are getting information now. That girl you are interviewing, you have to check her antecedents. And I don't want to condemn the lady, the daughter, the so-called daughter in quotes. I don't want to say anything about what she said. And I'm not judging her either. But VDM, I want you to do justice in this case, because I know you can go miles to dig out good information and deliver on anything you are pushing. Like I told you, I started talking about this Doris of 18 and started looking at it because of the first video you made when she came and cried and everything. When you say, wait, let us say you do this, you know, that's what makes me to delve into the matter and start digging out more things. I want you to do one thing, VDM, and if you do this thing, I'll forever be grateful to you. Have you tried to contact this pastor? Like somebody's daughter granted you interview and said this, that. Please, have you made any effort to reach out to the father and ask the father questions concerning whatever information the lady have, or the young girl or the daughter have dropped to you? You know why I'm telling you this thing? I don't want you to make mistake. I don't want you to make mistake, because me now, I have information that is bigger than what all of you have. Please, it is good to do justice, to hear from the both mouth. Don't judge. If you go to police station, you report somebody that this person did this, the person will be invited or be arrested, and they will ask the person, make a statement, answer to the question. Please, VDM, now that you have assumed the position of civil policing, yes, citizen arrest and citizen policing, now you have assumed the position of jury, like you are a judge now. Please, I want you to contact this man of God, Pastor Chris, and him to give you his own version of this story. Or are you condemning him in his absence, Abi? Or are you not hearing from him? Are you judging him from not hearing from the host's mouth? You have heard from Doris. You have heard from the pastor's daughter. You have a lot of information now, Please, I want you to contact this pastor. Find a way and get his number. Contact him also and say, I will want to hear from you. I want you to answer to all these things these people are saying. I'm driving, I just went to do exercise. I'm going home, but I cannot wait and be watching an innocent man being dragged about. Women. When I get home, I will say a lot of things that when you people hear it, you will close your ears. I want you, anybody they want to kill, anybody they want to buy, anybody they have accused must also speak his own mind. Get statement from this man. Please, VDM. Well, we believe in you. We know you are doing good work. You have done a lot of good work. The rattlers, we are all rattlers now. But one thing is certain. Let us not make mistake, because women, what they can do, even what mothers can do to their children, you cannot imagine it. VDM. I'm talking with experience, so I am talking with experience, so I am not just talking. So what I want you to do is for fair justice, for equity. Please find out a way and reach out to this pastor. Everybody trusts you now. Everybody believes in you now. But find a way to reach out pastor and hear from him. Let him answer to what the so-called daughter or the daughter said. I don't want to say more. I will come and say much. But I have some information now that counters whatever that daughter is saying there. So to me now, who is right? I don't know whether the daughter is saying the truth or she's saying the right thing. But I want to reach the pastor. In fact, me now, I'm finding a way so that I can reach the pastor too, and also know what is happening. But I don't need to reach the pastor anymore, because my information is from the right source. My information is from the right source. When I relax now, I'll be talking about the ex-wife, the mother of that lady. I'll be talking about her. And I also will be talking about this particular lady in question. Where did she came back from? Has her father taking her to abroad, put her in good schools? What have the father done for her? And what is the kind of life that she's living? And why is she now coming to wash their dirty linen outside? Why haven't she come out all the while? Because if to me, you have not said anything. The daughter just said what our father is doing to us before church and after the church. I think before he mount the pulpit and after the pulpit, she's ashamed that she has her blood in her system. My daughter, young lady, I don't want to talk to you, but make sure the blood you have, just make sure and know the blood you have inside you, because what you don't know is bigger than you. Number one. Number two, please, VDM, I want you to do justice on this thing. Please find a way to reach out this pastor. Women first, women first, women. VDM, you cannot be one-sided now. You cannot be supporting only the women. Hear from the men too. Hear from the culprits too. Let us know the problem. Let us get to the root of the problem. Now we must talk about this problem. Now we must get to the root of the problem. Now people like us are concerned. We are interested in the case. We want to know the truth. I am not here to support anybody or to accuse anybody, but I am here to unravel the truth. I have done my best concerning the girl that was accusing. What I checked there is the intent, but I am no longer interested in that one. I am interested now in the people that they are ganging up now and the people that are coming out to join their matters. So VDM, please, in a simple word, don't judge from one mouth. Have you interviewed this pastor? Have you heard from this pastor? Just answer me this question. I don't need to talk anything. Have you heard from the pastor? Have you interviewed this pastor? Please, please, I beg you, in the name of anything that is dear to you, to find a way and reach this pastor and get his own side of the story, so that we, the masses, will now use our tongue to count our teeth and know who is saying the truth and who is lying. Yeah, I know people hated pastors and it's assumed that the one bad apple have destroyed the whole basket, but it is better to set 1 million guilty people free than to sentence and judge wrongly one innocent man. You heard what I'm saying? It is better to set 1 million offenders free than to judge one innocent man. And we cannot say because of antecedents or what have happened or what have transpired and will now take everything. Let nobody hide under what pastors are doing in this country. We know that a lot of pastors are criminal. Yes, we know about that. But let us not hide under that and accuse Pastor Chris wrongly in this matter. Because I've heard one story. I have heard one story. And I am sure. So I want you also, please, reach out to the family of this pastor or get the pastor involved. Please, VDM, do that and hear from him, and also come out and tell us what he said. I rest my case, but I am coming. You see this internet? We are out for it. Justice must prevail. I fight for social injustice, and I don't listen to anybody that is sounding like you are sounding to be right or to be honest, or you are sounding to be politically or spiritually or religious right. I don't listen to people who are shedding tears or people who are talking. When you say all the multitude of the things you say, I will sit down first, check spiritually, because I'm a traditional believer now. I will check spiritually if this thing you are saying is truth. I will also think critically to know what is moving you to say this thing. And I will also think, is this afterthought? Is this afterthought? Or is this okay because I'm not in good terms with this person, or maybe something have transpired? Let me now back something and begin to talk. That is me. And I don't believe in me tweeting my fair that others are doing and me I follow. Because I want to tell you something. Go and check your Bible. VDM, you quote Bibles. They said that way that seemeth right unto many, the end is destruction. The end is the way of death. That way that seemeth right unto everybody, the end is destruction. I don't believe in me treating my fair. Others are doing, then me I follow suit. I like to detach myself from where the public are going, where the general are going, where the masses are going. I like to stand alone and look very well, because what an adult sat down or sit down and see. If a child like, let him climb the mountain, the child will not see anything. Let the child carry ladder and climb stairs, he will not see it. Wisdom is profited to direct. VDM, I want you to do justice now, or are you taking side with these people? I want you to interview all the people involved, especially the father, the pastor, and let us hear what the father said too. And you are a good analyst, so you can analyze the father too and ask them questions based on what they are saying. Thank you. I rest my case, but I'm coming.
Chris Okafor, you say when you show your wife the devil was angry. Who did they call devil? Doris? A Doris was a devil. Which devil did they talk about? That devil. If not that devil where you they serve, he's happy that you are not two way go they use. Yeah, you're not two way go. If you are talking about Doris, her name is Doris Ogala. According to her, you fuck her when she did husbands. All of a sudden she's a devil. Is she now she they call devil? Or you they talk about this devil? If not that devil is happy that you are two now where you go they use. You understand? Like Chris Okafor. The things where Doris don't talk for the past how many days now. I think Doris is even better than you. Doris na ekwesu na galaga. You see you? With the things where she don't talk. Where she don't use her mouth vomit. You dare not call her devil. Uta! No mwe no bogete no ma wo. Or mwe no go eto. 5 billion person made a translate for you, Baba. I don't know if you talking for English. Yeah! Now you they call devil? Because you use suit to take over your own? Really? Not confuse me, please. Next time you say Doris Ogala. Okay? I know the 2-year English like that. You understand? And I dey quick get headache. Also, I dey quick confuse. Not use English, they confuse me. Alright? So where you bangala for husband house, according to Doris. Now you they call devil. Excuse me. Honestly. Go straight to them. Yeah. Go. Nonsense. All of a sudden she's a devil. And you are what?
Allegedly. I wish Doris has a picture of Pastor Chris kneeling down and begging. I wish there's a picture to prove it. Pastor Chris and the wife, especially the wife, did not apply wisdom in this issue. Hey, they leaking here for photo shoot. Now you start trend. Is it not Doris Ogala that started trend for you and your husband? Would any of us have known that you people got married? For no marry, we no go know. When they leaking here, una don dey trend now, no be so. Now so now, make all of us when they jealous you don't marry man. We they never use remain. Doris use the man remain give you. You can't reach your turn now. You won't swallow everything. How do you feel now that he's begging on his knees? Confirm he was begging. I wish I have a picture to prove it. That Pastor Chris was begging on his knees at the police station. He wants this thing to be over. He really wants it to be over. He just wants peace now. He don't see the one way in power no reach again. For you, a man to kneel down and beg, it means that this one don't pass in power. You don't see him now. Mommy Jiro way no get sense. You don't see him. Okay, now when you don't do pepper them finish, you hear say the same man where you they leaking ear, you need done they beg that same woman. How do you feel? Mommy G.O. we no get sense. How you feel now as you hear say in need done they beg that same lady for police station? Pastor Chris' wife. You know they apply wisdom. When your husband have issue with a lady outside, you don't join your husband, you don't join him. Now you go talk sense into the man. He say, come on, stop that nonsense. Did you not have something with her? Or you think I'm stupid? You tell the man to do the needful. You go get peace for your house. If you apply wisdom, you go get peace. That woman where they disturb your husband go stop. Just because of your own wisdom where you apply. The woman go know say this person get sense. But a lot of times women not to get sense like that. Now make when a baddie carry your husband, I know they pity those kind of women. I know they pity una. Una no get sense. When a woman captures your husband, you go apply wisdom. You know we go do over sabio. No matter how skilled you are, there is something that woman has on that your husband. She has something on him. Let it be a lesson. Mommy Jiro when no get sense. Let it be a lesson and apply wisdom. If not, this will be another one will still happen. They will still hold that man for work another time. And you must apply wisdom in order for you to enjoy your life. If you don't apply wisdom, you suffer.
Alright guys, thanks for watching the video with me. Whatever your thoughts are, leave them on the comment section. If there's more updates, I'll also come here to let you know. But for now, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.